The city of Junnar is attractively situated on the fertile banks of the Kukri River, dramatically framed by outlying lineaments of the Western Ghats. The Buddhist rock-cut monasteries excavated in 4 separate groups on the steep faces of the surrounding hills constitute by far the largest concentration of such monuments to be found anywhere in the Deccan. These monasteries probably functioned as independent religious institutions, even though the distances between them are by no means great. While each monastery has its own individual chronology, activity in Junnar area may be assigned to the period spanning the 2nd and the 1st century BCE to the early 3rd century CE, with little evidences to suggest later expansion or occupation. The Amba Ambika Monastery lies several kilometers to the east of another set of caves known as the Bhutaling group, with the Bhim Shankar group of caves several kilometers further still. The most impressive monument of the Amba Ambika group is the Chaitya, marked as the Cave 26. It is an unfinished Chaitya, and its condition is explained by the occurrences of bands of softer rock from which water percolates. The hall is approached through a veranda with 4 columns with pot-shaped bases and tops, octagonal shafts, and capitals with inverted pyramidal abacuses partly restored. A window that is part elliptical rather than the usual Chaitya horseshoe shape surmounts the doorway inside the veranda. 11 inscriptions here, dating from the early 2nd century CE, specify gifts of land by various individuals and guilds of craftsmen, as well as funds remitted from interest payments, all in the favor of the Amba Ambika monastic community. In spite of this collaborative financial support, the hall was abandoned before the stupa could be cut from the rear wall due to the discovery of a huge diagonal fault in the rock. This meant that the monument could never be used for worship. To the left of the Chaitya is a small rectangular cell containing a stupa, possibly the earliest excavation of the Amba Ambika group. It has a drum with tapering sides and post and railing ornament. The somewhat bulbous dome is topped by a stone shaft, now broken, rises from the Harmika. It once connected with the Chhatra finial cut into the stone roof. To the right of the Chaitya is Cave 27, a vihar comprising of 2 cells sharing a common veranda. Cave 30 is a part of a row of caves at the level of 1 or 2 meters higher that can be reached using a modern staircase. It appears that the 2 cells were later repurposed and now house some roughly sculpted images, one of which represents the Jain goddess Ambika, after whom this group of caves takes its name.